This is your man Andy Wood. I'm coming back with my co-host Ryan Wood here, and these are my thrift store finds. I get these for $1 each. These are Dr. Seuss books. Oh, the things you can think. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, and Fox and Socks, which is the most annoying book I've ever read. I'm never going to read this book to my kid again. Maybe this will go over to one of the grandparents' house and they can read it to them, because that book is just horrible. Just for $1 each. I got this. It's over in the children's section. I put a bunch of these type books in the children's section over at the Goodwill in Yorktown. Just for $1. It's pretty nice because it's a $19.99. It has, like these different things inside it. It's about Egyptology. It's for a kid older than my kid, but I don't know. Maybe it's for like a 9, 10-year-old, 8-year-old. I'm not exactly sure. But it's neat looking. It's cool, and I think it's good to get my son into mythology and these old religions, old cultures, is learning some history. I don't know. I would guess these are at least pretty accurate. I don't know, as I haven't looked through or read it as of yet. But I got a bunch of books like this, and I think every single one of them I paid $1 there for. And it's, I think I might have 6 or 7 of them now. They're pretty cool series. I'll show you those. I got this stuff here. These are pieces to a Harry Potter set. Happened to find them. I got all this for $0.25. Like little different pieces. And there's 4 little dudes and chicks, and then there's like 3 of these tables. So that's kind of cool. Also, I got Monster Inc. I forget what his name is. Not Sully, but the eyeball dude. It's like a car. I got for 50 cents. Always a good deal on the Star Wars store. I got a black outfit Luke Skywalker. Probably about I bought Luke Skywalker 50 cents. He's one of my least favorite Star Wars characters, but 50 cents. Why not buy him? I got this for $1. I got this bag here. I don't keep things in the bag, but just for the storage reasons, because I'm not going to give my son these just yet. I don't know how well you can see any of these. But they're Mega Block figures, and they're basically like medieval type figures. I think, at least one of them is a monster. 2 of them are monsters. And there's 4 of them in here, and they got all their weapons and accessories. 2 of them are like knights, and 2 of them are monsters. So the knights kind of think they're bad guy knights anyway. I got I paid a little more than I probably should have for this. It does work though, which is I guess a bonus. Lights up and moves. I paid $1.25 for it. Usually, I got the Hulk one of this with the Hulk one for $1.25. So of course this one actually works. The Hulk one didn't. But the only reason I bought it, they had 2 more of these. They had the Human Torch one, which we already have, and like a Spider-Man one, $1.25 each on those. I didn't buy either one of those. But this is the Things 3-wheeler. I don't know if this is an ATV or a motorcycle. But the reason I bought it is because we'd previously acquired the Thing. I don't know if I got that at the flea market or thrift store or whatever. But anyway, we had it. I knew we had it, and we didn't have the vehicle for him. So you can go right on there. My son figured that out and put him on there as well. But, so that figure's basically complete now, I believe. Also, I got this Batman. It's actually a really nice Batman. He's really well articulated. He's got the cape on him. On the back, you can see the utility belt. He moves to the sides. His arms move, not the wrist, but the arms. Head moves, knees move. So he's a good Batman there. Put the cape back in so you can see him there. And I don't know, I'm terrible in the height of these things, but you can see him compared to Luke Skywalker. He's a lot taller than Luke Skywalker is. And also, I got this. 50 cents I paid for this. I thought it was a really good deal. It's a Godzilla from that horrible, horrible Godzilla movie that had Matthew Broderick in it. Her mouth opens up. Looks like she's supposed to have some kind of something that shoots out of her mouth, but that's not there. So, but her tail moves. Her mouth moves. She has articulation in joints. She got a knee joint and a joint back here. The wrist slide. So it's really quite a nice toy, and it is, if it stands up like that, very tall. So for 50 cents, that was a heck of a deal. at the Yorktown Bargain Box, and like these old Christian women in there, and any toy that looks like a monster is like ridiculously cheap. I got like a Rancor there for like $1, like a full Rancor, like maybe $1.25. But they don't care. And other stuff. This is I got a different day at the Bargain Box, but I got this an entire bag of GI Joes. Looks like they go from about the mid '80s to the early '90s. Looks like they're probably owned by someone just a little bit younger than me. Some of these I do remember having. I have the whole bag. There are 23 figures in here, and I think 19 of them are GI Joes. 3 are kind of crappy knockoffs, and 1 is like a good knockoff. So I paid like 10 cents each for these, less than 10 cents each for these. Yeah, you can hold one. I'll just show you the different figures. This guy. Show him now. This guy. He's a real GI Joe figure. This guy is in there.
That's us.
Yeah, that's us. That's right. This guy is in there. One of the cooler ones I thought was this guy. I don't remember him. He may have come out a little bit after I was done playing with toys. But it's like, I don't know who he is. If someone knows him, I'd like to know. He's like an old white dude with like a scar down his face. But he has a helmet. Anything with a helmet that goes on off is cool. And I think that's the only accessory in the whole group. But what I immediately saw, and what I've been looking for, the top GI Joe of all the GI Joes there are, it should be very easy for anyone who actually follows my channel to guess which one my favorite is. I'll let you just think about that for just a minute and see which GI Joe of the entire GI Joe line to forever, which GI Joe is my favorite. Well, Maggot, that should have been an easy call. It's Sergeant Slaughter. And for those of you who got carved on a tree at home, there's no tomorrow, there's only today. You puke, you maggot, you make me sick. Well, you'll do nothing, and he'll come down to Camp Slaughter and pay the price just the way you always have to. I'm a big Sergeant Slaughter fan. He was a great wrestler back in the day. Love watching him in the AWA. When he came to WWF, got his world title run there. Big fan of his. Unfortunately, this Slaughter is not in great shape. Fortunately, I do actually know how to custom GI Joes. They're probably the easiest figure to custom. You can just unscrew the back. I need to put a new rubber band thing in there, which I'll just cannibalize up on the other GI Joes. And he might even need new legs, but I mean, regardless, it is beginning for Sergeant Slaughter. And he was a mail-away figure back in the day because I remember I had him. This guy was in there, but he's kind of one of the junky ones. He'll probably just get put up on the eBay lot. This guy was in there. He's not a real GI Joe, but he's got all the same joints and stuff. He'll play with GI Joes, so he'll probably just go upstairs in the bag with the GI Joes. Here's another GI Joe that was in there. Like I said, there are 23 figures in there for $2. This guy is kind of cool, but unfortunately his joints are a little loose. Some of the joints are loose. There's him, like kind of a normal GI Joe, kind of a lame looking ones. The Cobras are usually pretty much the joint. This guy, did I already show him? Oh, there's 2 of that guy in the bag. No, that's not a repeat. This guy. This is another one of the junk that was in there. I don't know. I don't know what this is though. Maybe that's definitely for trade if anybody likes this thing. It says Japan on the back of it. I don't know. It does look a little old. I know some people out there are big collectors of the different toys from Japan. Some of the guys are in pretty good shape. He's in good shape except his little cod piece is broken off. The rest of him, his joints are tight and so forth. And here's another one. He's, I think, actually pretty much in excellent shape. I don't think there's anything wrong with him at all. Here's a number 2 toy in there that was awesome. And I just saw Slaughter in there, and I immediately bought. I would happily paid $2 for like a good condition Slaughter, but I mean, not one in that condition. But with all the other toys, I didn't even need to keep looking at it. There's a Cobra Law Guard or something. I remember having him. I think it was the last GI Joe's ever bought. It was like a big pack. It was him and like Nemesis Enforcer, which was kind of tight because he was like undead, and they had Globulus, I think was his name. And that was from the GI Joe movie that had Slaughter in it. Some dude here, I don't know. In fact, I don't know most of these. I think this might be Duke or Falcon or something. He's got kind of bad knees here, kind of bad.
Can I hold him?
That's pretty good. Here, you can hold this one. Here, hold this one. Show him, Ryan.
Do that.
And then here's another one in there I thought was pretty cool looking. And like I said, some of these aren't in the best shape because they're a little loose, but some of them are pretty good. Yes, you can. And here's the last one. This guy. I don't really care about him. Him and the other one there, they go together. These two, they're both from the same line. I can clearly tell that. If anybody wants those, I'm happy to trade them. These are I don't know what they are or what they went to, but Yeah, I know people collect different things. So there's a video. There's our finds, and we're probably going to go down to the flea market. This is from a few different days. Been slow going so far this week. I think we're going to go down to. I think it's from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We'll probably go down to the flea market tomorrow, maybe Sunday too. So hopefully we're going to find some more stuff. So wish us luck.